historically, the Ottomans, they destroyed the Roman Empire. The same as the prophecy, it talks about the feet, which divide in two, the clay and the iron, which is the East and the West Empire of the Romans.
Which one was stronger, Sid, the East or the West?
The East, the East, because the East withstood for 1,000 years longer than the West.
Hold on.
Yes.
So the West, so the East was stronger than the West?
Yeah, because the West fought the Germanic tribes in the 5th century, and the East fell in 1453. It withstood much longer.
That doesn't mean anything, bro.
But yeah, wait, okay.
That doesn't mean that they were stronger.
One second. So we have to hash out what you mean by stronger. Because if you mean by stronger, the one that withstood the longest, then that's the East.
No, it doesn't. Just because you stand longer, that doesn't mean you're the strongest.
Okay, so tell me your account of what you mean by stronger. Because I understood.
They had more military power.
2 seconds.
They had more military power.
They were both destroyed. They were both destroyed. Either one of them who was strong, it doesn't matter. The first one were destroyed in the 5th century. The second one in the 15th century.
See, that's what you brought up, though. That was your argument.
Wait, so whether or not who's the
that was your argument. So I'm asking you about who was the strongest, because that was your
my argument is according to the clay and iron. You can see the division. That's my argument. It's either the West or the East. I can be wrong about the East or the West, but what I'm saying, there is division according to the dream, and you agree to it. There is clay and there is iron, right? Mixed, and that shows the division between the East and the West Empire. All that we know, they were both destroyed.
I know, and I don't disagree that they were split. I don't disagree.
That's my argument. That's my argument.
Okay, hold on, Sid, but that's not the fullness of the prophecy.
So who defeated the Roman Empire historically?
Say that again.
Who defeated the Roman Empire historically? Who was that?
Well, it depends on what are you talking about. The East or the West.
What I mean by I'll hash out my account.
I'll read it, bro. No problem.
Yeah, I'll hash out my account to defeat. Therefore, you know what I mean. So what I mean by defeat is that what is known as the historical Roman Empire is going to be non-existent in all of its forms. Meaning that you giving me an account of what the West falling is not going to account for the entire kingdom falling. So that's not going to hash it out for me. What I mean by defeat is that the kingdom ceases entirely. When did the kingdom of the Roman Empire cease entirely, and when under who did it occur?
Let me read it for him. The Eastern Roman Empire, known later as the Byzantine Empire, the Byzantine.
Just let him answer this one, Akhi.
Okay, I'll let him answer this one. Yeah. Then if he doesn't, I'm gonna have to answer it for him, bro.
No worries. Go ahead. When did the Roman Empire completely cease?
It was after the destruction of the East, when Istanbul.
Was that under the Muslims?
I don't disagree with that. We
want to know: is it under the Muslims that brought an end to the Roman Empire?
The Ottoman Empire did defeat them, yes. But
so the Roman Empire ended the Ottomans ended the Romans, correct?
Hold on, but that's not the end of the prophecy.
That's fine. We want to establish common ground before we move on.
Yeah, I already agreed with that 15 minutes ago when I was talking to Sid. Like that's not my qualm. That's why I don't. You know what I'm saying, because that's not the end of the prophecy. Right.
He's talking about the horns and Constantine when he destroyed the three.
Yeah. What about the horns?
Yeah.
What about the horns? Go ahead, WordAndI.
Right, because we see that the 7 chronological successive rulers of the Roman kingdom or whatever, or of these kingdoms, they were successive. Right, they came one after another.
Wait. How do you know who the 10 kings are in the prophecy? Who are the 10 kings?
You was cutting me off. I didn't hear you, bro.
Who are the 10 kings mentioned in the prophecy? Who are they?
They haven't been set up yet.
Oh, okay. So it's a eschatological prophecy. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Watch this, everyone. He's saying that it's an end time prophecy. Can you show me when Daniel where it says that the Roman Empire is gonna come back and it's gonna be revived and then it's gonna be defeated again?
Exactly.
Well, you see the more clearer. The more clearer explanation of the prophecy of Daniel in Revelation 17. Hold on. In Revelation 17, verse 12. You see the more clearer, and it expands on this.
Wait.
So,
watch this.
Let me talk.
Wait, it's fine.
Because according to Revelation 17, verse 12, the 10 horns, and I'm going to read it to you, and the 10 horns that you saw are 10 kings, right? Who have not received royal power. So at the time that the Revelation was written, these kings wasn't even set up yet, right? But they are to receive authority as kings for 1 hour, together with the beast. So this is the end time prophecy. The
Okay.
Antichrist is going to set up these 10 horns,
So
these
just to
10
clarify,
toes.
from Daniel alone, from the book of Daniel alone, without revelation, you don't get the
But
conclusion.
the rocks
Yeah,
strike.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't.
Yeah, one
Hold
second.
on.
You don't wait. Let me finish the question. You don't get the conclusion that it's going to be an eschatological prophecy, correct?
Yes, this whole thing is eschatological. If
Wait,
you
no. I'm saying Daniel
because it
alone.
says
Can you show
in
me where
those
Daniel alone you can
times,
see that?
in those days, and every time when the Bible speak in these terms, like in those days or future, this is talking eschatological, bro. This is
Okay,
an
nice.
end times prophecy.
Okay,
Everyone
where in
agrees
Daniel?
that
Yeah,
Daniel
yeah. Pay
7 is an
attention.
end times prophecy.
According to the book of Daniel, we see a consistent reading of four kingdoms that are successive: Babylon,
Okay, 2
Medo-Persia,
seconds.
Greece.
Guys, it's not 2 against 1. We're just having conversation. I'm not muting him. He's talking freely. I'm done with
Yeah,
the
no one's
argument, to
muting.
be honest. I'm done with the argument, bro.
Yeah. So
I'm
where
just
the
letting
night?
our brother speak to him. I'm done with the argument.
The word and I. From the book of Daniel alone, we see a succession of kingdoms one after the other. We don't see the notion of that there's going to be eschatological based on the book of Daniel alone. For you to derive the interpretation, you need the book of Revelation, correct?
No, because according to Daniel 7:24, it says, "As for the 10 horns, out of this kingdom 10 kings shall rise." So that's
That's
talking
right.
about future. That's
Wait,
talking
hold
about.
on.
Hold
No,
on, hold on,
words.
hold on. Let me finish. You're trying to once you say one. Hold on. When it says shall rise, you're making the assumption that it has to be in the time of the Roman kingdom. That it can't be any future after that,
The
right?
word and I. You're the one that's making the claim that's eschatological. I'm saying that when Daniel is given the prophecy, he's given a prophecy about the future. Now, when he gives the prophecy of Babylon, when he gives the prophecy about wait, let me finish. Let me finish. When it talks about Daniel 8, verse number 20, when it talks about Daniel 8, verse number 21, talks about Medo Persia and Greece. Does that mean it's going to be eschatological? Of course not. Although he's speaking in the future, doesn't mean it's an end time prophecy. So for you to quote Daniel 7, verse number 24 and 26 to show that this is talking about kings that are going to come, that doesn't negate the fact that is in the time of these kingdoms. During the time of the Roman Empire, during the time of Medo Persia.
And Daniel 2.
Well, you're going to have to substantiate that.
So,
You're going to
sounds
have to
good. I'll substantiate it.
You're
No
going to
issue.
have to real quick. You're going to
I
have
got
to
you.
substantiate that because you're making the claim
I
that it's
got you.
during that time. Do
I got
we
you.
see
Guys,
prophet?
everyone pay
Hold on.
attention.
Do we
Everyone
see
pay-
that prophecies can be fulfilled throughout until,
But this prophecy
especially if
was
it's talking about the
fulfilled.
end
He
time?
said he's cool. He's cool. Okay, I'll substantiate.
The
Guys,
prophecy
I need
was
everyone.
fulfilled. You just don't want to concede to it. It was
Yeah.
fulfilled.
Yeah.
concede
Everyone,
to
I
you.
need
By
everyone to pay attention. Where the
destroying,
night?
by destroying the Eastern Roman Empire in the 15th century by the
That's
Turks.
what you stopping the prophecy.
was
Okay, I got you.
fulfilled.
I got you. I
You
got
don't
you.
want to
So
concede to it.
I will answer your objection the other night.
Historically,
Although you don't want to
Historically,
initially claim that from Daniel alone one can get an eschatological reading, although that's not unlikely, but I'll answer your objection anyway. Because the way we're going to substantiate that there's not going to be an end time prophecy is because we don't see a disconnect in the consistent reading of the text when it comes to the book of Daniel. Because when it comes to the book of Daniel, he talks about how there's going to be a statue and then the rock is going to hit the statue. Now we see Babylon. Babylon is established. Medo-Persia established. Greece is established. The Roman Empire is established, and these are not eschatological. They're all in the time. They're all sequential readings. So if Daniel is given a sequential reading of the text of one kingdom to come after another, and then that the kingdom of God is going to come during the time of that fourth kingdom, there is inductively speaking, there's no reason to assume that there's going to be a disconnect where the Roman Empire is going to be defeated, then it's going to be set up again, then it's going to be defeated eschatologically, is not a plain reading of the text, which supports my position. In order for you to derive that interpretation, you have to assume revelation, which we don't care about. I don't care about revelations, honestly. So that's going to be the argument why it's going to be.
Care about it. I don't care
eschatological.
because Revelation cooks you. This
I
is
don't
why
care about
you don't
revelation.
care
I
about
don't care about
Revelation.
revelation. Who cares?
Hold on. This is why you don't. This is why we don't take our Bible in parts. We don't cherry pick our Bible like y'all do.
So the word.
We don't cherry pick our Bible like y'all do.
Who's Revelation? Is Revelation the prophet?
We believe.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, real quick. I just let both y'all speak. Hold on.
Okay, let him speak.
We believe that prophets can come and expand upon revelation that was given previously. Just like you believe that when Muhammad comes, he's expanding upon revelations previously to him, to all of these other prophets that came before him. So we don't just box in and just cherry pick and say, well, now we just got to isolate Daniel 7 and don't worry about Revelation, because Revelation is actually a whole eschatological book. It's all talking about the end times, bro. So once we see that in Revelation 17 verse 12, and I know it's funny because Revelation 17
Come
cooks all
on,
of this
bro.
You're not
argument.
addressing anything.
You want to disagree. You want to say, well, we don't
Come on,
care about
bro.
Revelation. Then
Wait,
you want to
Sid,
throw
watch this.
Revelation out the book.
Come on, bro.
But guys,
Just
everyone
because
pay
the
attention.
author of the
Sid,
New
Sid,
Testament
quick
came
point.
around and tells
Quick point.
you that's
Quick point,
Jesus,
guys. Quick
or
point.
that's bro. The author of the New Testament, they got many things wrong.
Wait, Sid. I just want to hone in on something real
it.
quick.
Go
I want to
ahead.
show something real quick to everyone. The word and I, me and him were just about to discuss whether or not the plain reading of the text in Daniel entails an eschatological reading. I need everyone to pay attention. The reason why this is important is because I asked him a question. I said, from the text of Daniel alone, does one get an eschatological reading? And he said, yes. Now, I gave him my argument, and I told him why from the plain reading of the text, one wouldn't get an eschatological reading. And what was his response, everybody? His response was, no, I'm going to appeal to Revelation. Although that's not what's being discussed, the word and I. So that was a blunder. The discussion is right now is whether or not from the book of Daniel alone. So you doing that is a
Okay,
concession.
sorry. And he can see to the point between the iron and the clay in the feet.
That's right.
And he can see to the point they were divided. And he can see to the point that the first Western Empire was destroyed in the 5th century, and the second Eastern Empire, right, it was destroyed in the 15th century.
By the Muslims.
That's
By the
it,
Muslims.
bro.
That's not that. But hold on.
Come on,
And
bro.
I did, but that's not where the prophecy ends, bro.
Okay, so the word and
That's
I.
not where the prophecy ends. Y'all want to
Okay,
cut
so
off
this is the question
prophecy
now.
right
From the book
there
of Daniel
and not
alone.
deal with the 10 horns and the
That's
10
what the
toes.
study
and
Okay,
is,
everything.
and, bro,
so this is the
to be
question.
honest.
The word and I, from the book of Daniel alone, does one get an eschatological reading? If so, can you respond to my argument to why we wouldn't?
Depends on how you already is. Depends on how you're trying to interpret the reading.
Okay.
If you're trying to hold on. If you look at shall rise and you think that is a time frame, then you would have to say, well, why didn't it come earlier? Why couldn't it be one of these earlier, right? But you
What are
want
you
to
talking
fit
about?
it. You want to fit
Wait,
it.
specify your
You want to
question,
fit it
please.
into the 15th century
No,
when the
specify your
Ottoman
question.
Empire.
Yes.
Hold on, real quick.
That's what Daniel says. The
You
word. That's what Daniel says.
wanna fit it into the 15th century where the
Yes.
Ottoman Empire,
Wait,
right,
Sid, he's
was,
baking himself. Wait.
conquered Rome, the East.
No, the
This
word
is
and
the
I need to
timeline
repeat
that
from
you
the start.
hold
No,
on.
no.
This is the
Repeat
timeline
from the
that you're
start.
trying to fit this
Brother,
prophecy in.
no, repeat. I need to repeat your critique from the start because I think you blundered. Sid, I need to hear what he's saying. Repeat your critique from the start, please. From the start.
I said in Daniel 7:24, and it says that these shall rise. That this is a certain. You're trying to fit that this shall rise into what you interpret, right? When the Roman kingdom fell.
Wait,
You're
according to
not
Daniel.
You're not giving it its just due and saying,
Wait.
well, this shall rise can be after that. It can be in the future.
Wait, hold on. The
Hold
word
on,
and I,
real quick.
according to Daniel, wait.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
That's a
Muslim.
blunder.
Let
Okay.
me finish.
I
Let me
got you.
finish.
That's one blunder. Huh?
Because the 10 horns and the 10 toes, right, still have to be smashed. It doesn't cut off right there. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to fit it into your time frame.
You done? Okay, I'm gonna answer the objection. According to the word and I, me saying that the 10 kings arise during the time of the Roman Empire is an ad hoc reading. Is it an ad hoc reading? No, because according to Daniel himself,
That is a false
the 10
interpretation. I didn't say it was ad hoc. I said it was a false interpretation. that
Okay,
you tried to
fine.
take.
False interpretation. The point being is that Daniel himself is the one that says that the 10 kings come out of the 4th kingdom.
Exactly.
He is the one that says it, meaning that this is not my interpretation. This is simply the plain reading of the text. And again, you appealing to this doesn't entail an eschatological reading, the word and I. For you to substantiate eschatological reading, you have to show me where Daniel specifically says that when this kingdom is destroyed, what he means by destroyed is no, it's going to be destroyed, then it's going to return in the end times, then it's going to be destroyed again. That is what a false interpretation is.
Did
Because
these
you
teams?
are again?
Okay.
The word
Did
and I,
these
wait, let me
teams?
finish. You are the one that claimed that from Daniel alone we can derive an eschatological reading. You claim that. Don't run from that. Okay? Go ahead.
You would have to demonstrate that these 10 kings that were set up during that time united to form another kingdom.
What are you talking about? I don't believe that.
Okay, so then that it doesn't fit. Then your interpretation of Daniel 7 doesn't fit.
Why?
Because
I don't believe
these
there was
10
another
horns,
kingdom.
hold on, these 10 horns, these 10 kings that's going to set up is going to unite. They're going to unite. And then this is going to be broken by the statue. Because these 10 kings that was actually set up by
What do
the,
you mean by unite?
hold on, now let me finish.
What do
By
you mean by
the
unite?
Antichrist, they unite together. And
What
we
do you
see that
what do you mean
king,
by
hold
unite? What
on,
does
and
that
we
mean?
see that Rome, even though they came out of Rome, you see that even some of these places still exist today. They
Wait, so
don't
can
have the
okay,
unite. Hold
so
on, bro. Hold on. They don't have the
uh
unity. They don't have the unity. But
wait,
these,
so the word
but
deny.
hold on, bro. Let me finish. Let me
Mm,
finish. Come on.
mm.
These 10 that comes out of Rome or out of the fourth kingdom, right? They're going to unite. They're going to become basically another kingdom. Show me and demonstrate to me that these the ones that come out of it, they unite now. They're united together because
Okay.
we see that
Wait, the
the
word deny. So
Rome
just to clarify.
is they're split
So just to clarify,
still.
are you now saying that me saying that the 10 kings that come out of the fourth kingdom, that's not a false interpretation, right?
Say that. I said you're gonna have to demonstrate.
He said that a second ago. You
I
said a
said you're
second,
gonna have to demonstrate that they
brother, a
unite
second
because
ago.
these
You said
10
that
are
the
going to
kings.
be
Let me finish.
united.
Let me finish. You said that the 10 kings, me saying that they come out of the fourth kingdom, apparently that's a false interpretation. What are
I
you
didn't say
doing?
that. I didn't say that.
It's all clipped. It's all clipped. But fine.
I
Let's
didn't
keep
say
going.
that. I didn't
Let's
say
keep
that.
pushing the brakes.
I
Let,
said
let's
that
let,
what
let's
you're gonna have to demonstrate,
let's turn up the heat.
Muslim apologetic. I said you're gonna have to demonstrate once they came out from Rome that they're now united
Where does it say that has to be united in Daniel? By the way, which verse are you quoting?
Exactly.
because they're gonna set up against the first against the uncut stone. They're gonna
What?
set up and go against them,
Wait.
and they're gonna become allies. They're gonna be
Where does it say that
allies.
in Daniel, dude? Track. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Said this is a low tier argument. This is game over
Also,
argument,
this has
man.
nothing to do with what we're presenting. What we're discussing on is whether or not the natural reading of the book of Daniel
This
negates
is
an eschatological reading. And he's talking about some niche topic. But he
exactly.
just said that they have to be united. Bring it.
Yeah.
What does it say that?
It doesn't. He can see to my points already, bro.
Yeah,
Already.
this is he's a deadbeat to be honest. Well,
Historically, it's been proven, bro. You can yap all you want, bro. But
go
that's
ahead, the word and I.
Okay,
the
let's
fifth
read it.
kingdom.
And it says, as for the 10 horns, out of this kingdom 10 kings shall rise, and another shall rise after them. He shall be different from the former ones, and shall put down the 3 kings. He shall
Right, so they're not
speak.
That's
united.
Constantine
Hold
is
on,
talking
hold
about.
on, hold on. And he shall speak against the Most High. So these 10 horns that
Who is
they
that?
come out, they're going to be united, and they're going to speak
What does it say
against the
that?
Most High, bro.
What does it say
This is
that?
what it's saying. They're
Man, it
going to be
says that.
united in
Okay.
mission. They're
This
going to
is
be allies.
Wait, hold on. Sid, 1 second. According to this verse that you just read out of your own mouth, is the little horn, is he gonna subdue 3
It's not
other
the little
kings?
horn. It's the 10 horns I'm talking about.
Oh my god, the verse you just read isn't about the little horn?
It's the 10 horns.
Read it again, please. Read it
As
again.
for the 10 horns,
Keep going. Keep
as for
going.
the 10 horns, out of this kingdom 10 kings shall rise.
Keep going.
Right?
You read more.
Another shall rise after them, and he shall be different.
Who's the one that's
Right?
gonna rise
He should
after
be
them?
different from the former one.
yeah.
That's the
Who's
little
that?
So they're
horn
going to
in
be
the absolute
united, right?
buffoon. That one that comes
That's
after them is
Constantine,
the little
Akhi.
horn.
Akhi, that's Constantine, that little horn.
Yeah, that is
It's the one
Constantine. That's
that-
correct.
Yes.
That is Constantine. But he just baked himself. Because according to him, they're supposed to be united. But the same verse he just read says that the little horn subdues 3 other kings.
Bro,
Yeah.
this is why y'all trying to run from Revelation 17 verse 12.
Yo,
Revelation
Don't try to
now.
run from
That's the
Revelation,
one.
bro.
Revelation now.
Don't try to
bro.
run
Come
from
on,
Revelation because it expands upon Daniel
Come
7:24,
on,
bro.
man.
Oh man.
It
Come on.
expands
Oh,
upon
man.
Daniel 7:24
Yeah,
I'm in
because it says, "And the 10 horns that you saw, talking about the 10 horns, are 10 kings who have not yet received power." So even by Revelation standard, these 10 kings
Who
haven't
cares
received
about
power,
Revelation?
but they are to
Jordan I.
receive authority
Brother,
as
I don't
kings
think you
for 1
understand.
hour together
Brother.
with the beast. These
Yo,
they're
G,
supposed to
my
be
guy.
with the beast. This is an end time prophecy.
So
Wait,
the word,
the word and I. Wait, one second.
if I pull a hadith now, right, and I quote a companion of the Prophet saying, yeah, that's the kingdom is Islam, we should take it, right? According to you.
But أخي,
Because the
أخي,
New Testament, it's trying to pull this off, right?
the word and I.
Therefore, it's
You have
true,
to
right?
check.
Come on, bro.
Y'all just cherry picking at this point.
Wait, the
No,
word and I.
we're sticking
That's
to
very
Daniel.
clear.
You're
Let's
going
make
off
it clear.
Daniel. No, okay, 1 minute. We are sticking to Daniel prophecy.
Oh, y'all
According
cherry
to
picking.
chapter 2 and
Y'all
chapter
cherry
7.
picking.
You just lied about the horns, right? And then
Cherry
now
picking, Sid.
we're
Wait,
trying to
wait.
run to Revelation, bro. When we
Trying
know
to say,
the
you're
But
author
trying
of
to
the
you
New
cherry
Testament,
picking, both
The
of
word
y'all.
and I. Now
Bro,
you're going back to Revelation and you're
we
running
know
back
the
to okay.
authors of
One
the New
second.
Testaments always misquoting
One second.
passages from the Old Testament and it's
Wait.
to Jesus,
First of
for
all,
example. We know
first
that.
of all, the word and I.
It's not new.
Yeah, the word and I. You are the one that made the claim. Pay attention. You are the one that made the claim that one can substantiate an eschatological reading without going to the book of Revelation. You are the one that dug this hole for you. So let me finish.
Yeah, it's not
Let me
contract.
finish. Every single
I
time
never said
you
that,
invoke.
bro.
Let me
Don't straw
finish.
man what I
You
This
did
is
said.
that.
Old
And it's clipped.
Testament
Don't straw man
prophecy.
what I
So
said.
stop talking. So every single
TMA,
time,
don't
stop talking.
don't
Stop
straw man
panicking,
what I
man.
said, bro.
Stop
Okay,
panicking. Stop
the
Please.
panicking.
word, let
So
him
No,
make
because
his
you straw
point,
man
then
what
I
I
give you
said,
time.
bro.
The word, let
Stop
him make
panicking.
his point, then I give you time. No worries, bro.
So every time you invoke the book of Revelation, it's a concession after concession. Every point you bring, you just got baked on. And not only that, when you quote the book of Revelation, you're assuming that the book of Revelation is in continuity with the prophets. We don't grant that.
Yeah.
I don't care about Revelation, dude.
I don't care what you grant.
Stop talking.
Hold on.
The word
Muslim
and I.
apologetic.
Stop
Let me ask you
talking.
a question.
Stop
Let me
talking.
ask you a question, real quick.
The
Stop
word, let him
talking.
Let me
finish
ask
his
you a
point.
question.
No,
Hold
wait.
on,
Let him finish his point.
Hey, I
Let him
can't talk
finish.
to both of
man.
y'all.
You
Let me
have to wait
ask
your
a
turn.
question so we can get some ground.
You gotta wait your turn, man.
Let me. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Wait your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask one
Then
question.
no, you wait your turn.
Are you
I
doing
don't care.
Muslim apologetic? Are you doing an
I don't
internal
care.
critique? Are you
No, I'm
doing an
external
internal critique?
I'm doing external critique. Now what?
Ah, you doing an external critique?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
No,
You
wait.
lying. You know you're lying.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing an internal critique, then you have to grant our whole Bible.
No,
You
no,
know
I'm doing
why?
Anything that mentions this
No, we
prophecy.
don't.
No, because
you,
I'm comparing.
You
I'm
lying,
comparing.
bro.
Watch
Look
this.
at your
Watch
face.
this. Watch this.
Look at his
You know why
face,
it's an
y'all.
external critique? Yeah,
He knows.
Because I'm
He
comparing the events mentioned in Daniel with the historical attestation that are found outside the book of Daniel.
Bro,
So
are
it's
you doing an internal critique?
external? External
Look at his
critique.
face.
External critique. Look at me in the eyes. It's an
Oh
external critique.
man, y'all
Because
are
I'm
crazy,
comparing the book of
bro.
Daniel to the events that occurred historically outside the book of Daniel. So it's an external critique, boy. It's an external critique, boy. Now deal with it.
Quit lying, bro. Do they
Wait,
talk
what
about?
do you mean? I'm telling you why it's an external critique. You're baked.
Do they talk about these four kingdoms in the Bible?
No, but to verify these events, you have to go outside the Bible.
So Persia, Babylon, Rome, they're not talked about and
The
mentioned in the
Roman Empire is
Bible?
not mentioned. You have to go historically to find out who the fifth kingdom is.
Are they talking about the kingdoms in the Bible, bro? Do they mention Rome
To
and all
find,
of these
wait,
kingdoms
can
in the
you
Bible?
show me? Wait. Can you show me?
TMA.
No.
TMA, stop, bro. Answer my question.
Panicking,
Do
man.
they mention these in the Bible, bro?
No, the Roman Empire is not mentioned by name.
The Roman Empire is not mentioned?
No. Show me.
So
how you know. Wait.
hold on.
No, stop.
So
stop. Without appealing to historicity.
What are you talking
Show
about?
me how you know the fourth is the Roman Empire. Show me.
What are you talking about?
Without appealing to
Pontius
history.
Pilate wasn't part of the Roman
kingdom. Without
Pontius
appealing
Pilate
to
part of the
external
Roman
sources.
kingdom?
Stop panicking.
Bro, listen.
Without appealing to
was
external.
Pontius Pilate part of the Roman kingdom? Was he a praetor?
Without appealing to external sources.
Was he a praetor, bro?
Stop panicking, dude.
He's
Stop panicking.
in the Bible, bro.
Okay,
Rome
watch
is
this.
in the Bible.
Watch this. It's not in the Bible. Without Yo, Sid, can you mute it?
Look how you squirming, bro. Look how you squirming.
Yo, stop. Without appealing to external. Stop panicking, dude. Without appealing to external sources. Show me how you know the fourth kingdom is the Roman Empire. Show me.
Bro, stop waffling, bro.
Answer the question.
Stop waffling, bro.
Answer the question.
Stop waffling, bro.
I dare you to answer my question.
TMA, don't run.
I dare you to answer my question.
Don't run, bro.
The word. Game
Don't
over,
run.
bro. Game over, man.
Y'all got baked, bro. We don't take from Revelation, but you're doing an internal critique.
The
It's
word,
not
it's not
Revelation
internal
cooks y'all. This is why y'all all just run from. Y'all don't want to read Revelation.
Stop running.
Today, I took you for
They
a
know
very
it.
long
Look at
ride.
both of them faces. They
Listen.
know Revelation cooked them because these 10 horns is going to be set up by the Antichrist, which make this
you're a
a
good guy, man.
a
You're a
future
good guy.
eschatological prophecy, bro. Daniel,
you're a good guy,
everybody
man.
believes that, bro.
The word. I
You're a
took
good
you
guy.
for a very long ride today, brother. Quran, Matthew, Daniel, you know.
Baba bake, man.
It's a very nice ride today. Come on, brother. Come on, man. You know I do.
But anyways, Akhi, I'm gonna go.
Well, you said earlier, can you bring me one of your scholars that said Daniel 2 is about?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Go ahead, bring it up.
Yeah, can you get the hadith, akhi? I don't have it.
We have the hadith from Umar ibn al-Khattab. I can give you people from the Salaf. I can give you people from the Khalaf. I can give you who do I have?
Is Daniel a prophet in Islam?
Say again?
Daniel's a prophet in Islam?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, show me.
Yeah, go. Yeah, we have the narration from Umar al-Khattab where they found the scroll of Daniel. Wait, but hold on. You said quote me a scholar. Do you can see that we have scholars about it? Yes or no?
Show me.
Okay. Imam as-Suyuti. Wait, who was it? Let me quote it. 1 second. Let me get my laptop on, man. Oh,
Don't mean
man.
that right.
Oh, man.
Don't mean that right.
Oh, man. The WordAndI, wrong panel, man. Wrong panel to join today.
Hey. I don't take from your scholars.
Wait, but do we have scholars, yes or no?
See. I don't take from your scholars. You see, that's exactly why I did that. That's exactly why I did that. So I can pull that. I don't take from your scholars. Just like you don't take from Revelation.
Wait.
He's funny.
Do you know what I said?
He's a funny
earlier?
guy.
No, wait. The word. Listen to me, bro. Listen. Do you know what I said?
You see how we can play that game? You see how we can play that game? Do y'all see how we can play that game?
Then why are you making the claim?
Okay, no, well, why won't you take from Revelation?
Because it is in discontinuity with the book of Daniel.
Exactly,
Your
bro.
scholars in Islam is in discontinuity.
We didn't use them, though.
Discontinuity with the whole Bible, bro.
Hey, man.
That's why I reject your scholars and your religion. All right. See, exactly.
Listen.
You see how we can play this game? So if we're going to be honest, let's take the whole Bible into consideration.
Wait, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, 1 second. Out of like the whole group, Life, Avery, Akala, you're the coolest. I'm gonna be honest. You're a funny guy, but you're still getting baked. You still get baked.
Y'all are cooked, bro. Y'all are cooked.
But anyway, Sid, I'm gonna drop now, man. This is funny.
See you later, Afi.